Um, okay, this is a sort of series we have just started. This is like how to get a job, and this is the second episode. So here we are with Shubham bhaiyya, and who is currently working at Walmart. So um, this is for like a student 25, 26, and 27 who is preparing for the jobs. So yeah, let's start with you. Like about you.
Okay. So, hi everyone. Hi, thank you for inviting me over here. Right. Currently, like I've graduated from B.Tech. I'm just 2025 graduate, and currently working at Walmart. So, like during my college journey, I learned a lot. It's not only about academics; it's about how you frame yourself as a person over there. So, over the course of 4 years, um, I learned from how to maintain your CGPA to how to grow your social network, and that's what it matters.
Nice. So okay, so one more thing I would like to inform you guys. Swam here is already available on TopMate, which is the best platform to get one is to one in mentorships and resume review. All these things you can see here, the sort of services you can get from Swam here. So this is great. I'll put the link in the descriptions. You can go and you can check it out. So okay, let's start with a beautiful quote, which is like graduation is not the end, like it's sort of just a beginning. We have so much of opportunity and further. So, okay, so first of all, what is Walmart? Yeah,
Yeah, so see, Walmart is a US based company. They basically deals with a retail chain. It's a retail company, right? So here, what we do is we create tech. So Walmart is a second subsidiary called Walmart Global Tech. What
okay,
that basically does is Walmart is further divided into multiple sections like Sam's Club, Walmart International, and Walmart US. So they all functions in different units. And what Walmart Global Tech basically does, it builds the technologies and the products that basically reduce the supply chain or help the supply chain improves customer experiences and how a customer has to go through from ordering to getting the order delivered. So it's basically a retail company dealing with happy customers.
okay. Like for example, how like general people are using or getting benefit from Walmart in general everyday life, if I just say.
So in everyday life, as I told, Ki Walmart is kind of a retail supply chain,
Okay,
right? So when you go to any Walmart store, they provide you everyday low price, what you can't get in any other brand or any other company. So what we basically do is we make technologies that go day in and day out that helps customer to provide that everyday low value in order to achieve that everyday low value. Walmart is a one-stop destination where you can get everything out,
okay.
right? So it's just like a customer wants something and he can get it Walmart at everyday low price.
Okay, nice. Nice. So now let's move on the main part, which is like the first question is what exactly do you do in the Walmart company on daily basis? Like what sort of tools or framework you are using? What you have learned in the college and what exactly you are using there?
Okay. So see, Walmart from a tech perspective uses like a wide range of technologies, right? It's not just limited to a particular language or a particular framework, right? So far, my work at the Walmart, like things I worked on, I worked as a backend developer, right?
Yeah.
So there, the main framework that Walmart uses is Java Spring Boot for making the backend. So Java, the languages that Walmart uses is Java, Python. They also use. C++. They also use new languages coming in like Rust, Golang for making their backend servers. The frameworks, as I mentioned, the framework that I have used is Spring Boot, right? They use the main important thing is they use a variety of databases depending upon the scalability, the use, the number of customers coming in. There are many tech products that are only used by end user side, many tech products that are used by the normal, like within the Walmart. So based on the different database they use, like few database that they use is Cassandra, MongoDB. Like they also use Hadoop for this big data thing, BigQuery, and all. So all the things basically they follows is they hosting up things on clouds so that they can scale the product to a much higher level. Right, so like this is pretty much of that. Like I worked on REST APIs, backend connectivity, data workflow. So pretty much of that.
Okay, nice. Nice. The next questions, like mostly this kind of questions being asked. So, what about the student who have low CGPA like 6, 7, or 8? Yeah, and how they should approach?
See,
Yeah.
like as I can read your question over here, like what they should do. Will it be a little bit difficult for them to get campus placements, right? Yeah, from a campus, if you ask me from a campus point of view, then a student having a CGPA of 6, 7, or 8, it's pretty much difficult for them to get shortlisted for the companies. Right? This is because nowadays the companies are coming in. The companies are coming in and the companies have a CGPA cutoff. So the CGPA cutoff is surely above 8.5. So it's tough for them to get shortlisted on campus. Like if you are not even shortlisted for the first OA round, so you won't be able to make it the further rounds. But if you see in a much wider perspective, then CGPA is just not the end. It's one of the metric to judge a student, but it's not everything. Like if your CGPA is low, focus on building strong projects. There are many open source problems that are being there, like real world problems. So you can do an open source contribution, or you can. There are many startups or there are many companies out there where you can reach out and they will be really happy to give you an opportunity to give you that shot that okay you can come and prove. Right, for off campus I would really like to give some advice. Like for the off campus thing, student really need to optimize their LinkedIn profile. They need to keep up their tech stack updated. They need to keep posting about the things, about their achievements, the certifications, either it's in cloud, AIML, or anything like that. So they need to keep them posted. For off campus, they should be keep on applying. Like there is a high chance of getting rejections, but the rejection is not the end of everything. They should keep on applying. There are many platforms like LinkedIn, Internshala, Naukri.com. There are many where companies do post them. And above them all, if you want to target a particular company, then you can just visit their career pages. You can visit their career pages. They have a couple of postings out there. You can use LinkedIn to reach out to few of the people who are working over there. You can send them messages, emails, and ask them for referrals and all. Um, uh, Other than that, you should be attending the hackathons, the contests and challenges by the other companies. This will make you to gain an experience like how the company functions and how things are there. Build projects, post them on GitHub, make your GitHub and LinkedIn strong. And internship is like you can start your internship in startup, because if you are doing things in startup, then like you get a pretty much experience in startup because things are already scattered. You will be the one who will be working on everything. You will be getting knowledge, close insight of what how things are working, how technologies are working. So just make your resume strong, and this is how you can get your off campus. So no need to worry if you have a CGPA below from 8. Just
Okay.
focus on campus, build your LinkedIn and GitHub, and you're ready to go.
And building some sort of project. Yeah.
Yeah, projects are must because um, This will rectify, this will basically speak for your low CGPA. If you have a low CGPA but good projects, then company are still interested in you because they actually find, okay, he has a low CGPA because of the so and so reason, because he was building such a good projects.
Okay. For example, I have 7 CGPA, and on campus, due to criteria, I couldn't eligible, so I couldn't sit in the placement. Now, for example, now how much importance of the role, for referral, if someone is giving the referral and I have building some sort of projects and managed my LinkedIn, my GitHubs so well. So, what are the roles for referral? How much it is important?
See, referral plays you referral plays a kind of a separate role. If you have a good portfolio on your own,
Okay.
like you have a good DSA score, you have a good, you have solved a lot of questions of DS over link over lead code or other platforms, right? And if you have a good projects that speak among themselves, right? So referral becomes an optional thing. But the things are like no one is responding to you,
Okay.
that you are just filling up the forms and you're just receiving rejections. So there what referrals helps you out. Referral just put you at a point where you will be considered. You will be considered as a like, okay, your resume will be opened up, your resume will be taken care of. Okay, the projects are good, the things are good. So referral also plays a pretty much good role in getting a job, because you are actually referred by someone who is an employee of that company.
Yeah.
So a company trusts you more than from the what other candidates have applied for the same role.
Okay, so the student who just getting over their graduations and they have low CGPA, they should focus on a project, managing LinkedIn, GitHubs continuously, and keep applying to the
Yeah.
company's career page and approaching
Yes.
to someone, right?
Yes.
Okay, nice. So
I would really suggest like they should approach like startups more, because startups are very interested in giving opportunities to freshers. They really want the raw talent coming in and working with them from scratch and building up a product in the future. So they're really interested in giving such students an opportunity, because for them there is no criteria of CGPA as such for startups.
okay.
They want people who can actually work with technology and create some real stuff.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. So these are hard questions. How much LinkedIn plays important role? So I think we have discussed these questions almost.
Yeah, this pretty much we have done with it.
Yeah, okay. Let's move for the next question. This is yeah, when you started your DSC preparations and resources you followed.
Yeah, so the DSA preparation I started was pretty much late, right? Um, like how a normal college student does. I was one of them,
Okay.
right? So after a point, I realized the importance of preparing DSA, making projects, right? Because at my point, there were very few people to guide me or to show me directions where I should know. So the DSA preparation I started in my third year. Before that, I was just going through the college subjects, other focusing over other things. But like when I really felt that this is the high time was the third year when I found out that this is really important. That was the time when companies came in for internship.
Okay.
And again, I would like to say that internships are really very important.
Nice.
If you are getting an internship in your third year for that summer internship of 2 months, it's very easy for you to get it converted into a PPO. If you're thinking of getting a placement in your final year, sitting for placements, it will be a lot of rush over there. And when you will find people like your peers or your subordinates getting placed before you, the peer pressure coming in, the college pressure coming in, and everything will be coming in. If you're getting an internship, getting a easy PPO conversion just at the starting of the fourth year, then it's a easy piece of cake for you. Okay, placement season started. I already got placed in the where I interned. So this mistake I made, like I was like, okay, placements anyhow, they are starting from fourth year. We'll be focusing on fourth itself. So third year I started my DSA. At the same time, parallelly, I started my project development also,
Mm.
different projects. So it was like chaotic for me, but at the same time, it was already a less time for me, so I have to do that. So I started my DSA preparation in third year.
Okay.
The things I followed was like how a normal students actually do follow, solving questions on lead code,
Mm.
solving real world problem question on code chef and code forces. Like code forces some like provides a bit tougher question and like a real world problem questions. And for references, I do have solved a Striver sheet,
Okay.
Striver A to Z. If I found myself stuck somewhere, I have visited YouTube, saw the solution, used pen paper to write down the logic.
Oh, nice.
So normally all these stuffs, geeks for geeks is very important, like for getting a overview, theoretical overview and all, which pretty much all of the students are already knowing. Maybe for first years it's useful, how to start with what all platforms to be used.
Yeah.
But this is what means it was nothing like additional I did. But yeah, from third year I did it very rigorously. Like it was consistency that helped me in getting a job. Like from third year, if I started, I was consistent daily. I was consistent for,
Okay.
yeah, if you are consistent from your first year or second year, you need to give less time. But as I already started late, so I had to give a lot of time over that to solve questions, to find solutions, to find the optimized solution. Many times I used to write a solution, but it was not optimized, so we need to optimize it.
Hmm, nice.
Yeah.
One more thing about like internships. As I'm from a cloud computing branch, and my friends are from different branches. So, like, in which way we should prefer to get in internships? Like whether just I'm approaching for full stack front say internships, or should I approach for first to the cloud related internships? What should I do?
See, that decision should be made based on the projects that you have made. If you apply your resume to, for example, even a startup, the startup basically, the primary focus for a startup is your projects. They will go through your projects. They
Hmm.
will see what all fields you have worked on, what all tech stack you have worked on. And based on that, for example, you have worked on cloud, morely on clouds and things, right?
Right.
So they will only prefer you for that role.
Hmm.
If your tech stack consists of building a tech stack user, building a project using a Mon stack and then deploying it over the cloud and then maintaining it using S3 Amazon buckets and all to host it out. So this is how you are eligible for all the like all roles and all. So it depends on the projects and what field you are working, you are comfortable, you should apply for that. Because in startup you won't be getting time to learn. Like learn as in to open YouTube and learn stuff. You will get time, sufficient knowledge to improve in what you are,
Yeah.
right? So building things, building a strong foundation, the startups are really good.
Nice. So the next question is like, yeah, what do you think the most of the student does the mistake in the first, second, or almost in the third year they do the same mistake? So what is that?
See, that was the mistake that is done by me as well,
Yeah.
right? So after learning it by myself as well, so I would like to suggest like being the first and second year students, what the student does feel is I'm actually having a lot of time because college is like 4 year degree, 4 years, lot of days, lot of weekends, uh, actually a pretty amount of time. So first and second year they're actually chill or they focus more on making marks because this is how you've been taught in our education policy. Since your nursery to class 12, this is what been taught, marks, marks, and marks. So this is what they try in college also, ki, okay, marks is everything, building CGPA is everything. So they just, in the first initial years, they just neglect that they are like, okay, we first will make marks and then we'll, like, they just ignore building real world skills. Real world skills, I mean, is DSA projects, doing internship, right? And what happens is when they come to third year, They try to learn all the things at once because they know this is the high time. I have placements next year.
Yeah.
I have already few projects lined up for this semester, next semester. So what they try is they try to learn everything. They try to learn DSA, they try to learn development. If they listen to someone, because already they are late. If someone who started their development journey from first year, now they're at a stage they are doing cloud. Now they heard from somewhere, okay, that person is doing cloud. Under that peer pressure thing, you will also start learning cloud. You are learning cloud, you are learning development, you are learning DSA. Altogether, you reach nowhere. So I would really suggest that give a slow start, small steps. First year, if you are not much into doing DSA, then start with development from first year. Start learning development. Learn development slowly. While developing, you will get your interest into coding, and then you can switch over to DSA. So this is what once you have to put one step at a time. First, you do DSA or projects, then internship, and then comes your third year, starting of third year, or maybe mid of third year, where you are building your resume based on all the experience that you have gained over the period of time, over the 3 years. Right. So this is what I want to say. Like start early,
and
you will be at a better place.
and like most of the student also like getting confused which language I should start, I should learn for DSS. So
Yeah.
what? Yeah.
This is the problem with the thing, like education thing also. The curriculum is itself is a problem. This is because Python has been taught in the first year.
Yeah.
Second year, they teach in the first semester. Second semester, they teach you with C, C++.
Sure.
Third semester, they teach you Java. So till the end of the second year, students don't have a clear picture because first you are doing Python.
Yeah.
The moment you got comfortable in Python, they change the language. The moment you get comfortable in C, C++, they again change the language. The student get a bit confused what to start with,
Exactly.
right? So I would
Exactly.
really suggest that see you can start with any language, right? Python is if you are really based on what you have to be actually. If you're really planning to be a something in AI, ML, or do some machine learning things or some LLM things, then Python is good. So you can do with Python. Uh, you can do everything. But for DSA purpose, if only you have to learn a language for doing DSA and development you are already doing some other language, then you can use C++ or Java, right?
Okay.
C++ and Java also because they provide you with the OOPS benefits. You can do object-oriented programming in Python also, but it's much simple and understanding in Java or C++. It's based on your interest. I personally do Java
Okay.
because I feel it quite easy, but that's what I figured out in end of second year when after completion of all the language change happened and trying and like trial and error was going on. I was trying one language, I was understanding it till loops, then again it is changing. Again, I was trying to understand the pointers concept. So it was really hard to change over languages, but in the first year itself, I would say you try different languages, find yourself a comfortable place, and stick to it.
Okay. Okay. And for someone, if they want to become an AI engineer in future, let's say he's interested in AI engineering and data scientist. So, which language they should do?
For AI engineering data Python, they should
Python.
be well versed with. They should be well versed with the uh, data streaming, like maybe I can say Kafka databases. Then how the data is been showed to you. Like for example, you can use Tableau, Airflow. How the means how the data is presented to the end user. For AI expert, the same thing. There are many AI tools already in the market. Python is the one of the greatest tool. Like there are different libraries nowadays. Like Python is a much growing because already all the libraries are there. Like if you want OpenAI, then OpenAI is there. You want Gemini, then that library, that API is already available there. So pretty much of that, like there are few languages that you have to master for each of the courses. Right? Try getting online courses from Coursera or even LinkedIn provide many courses, so you can get from there also. The certifications basically add up a badge to you that yeah, you are actually good at this thing.
Nice, nice. So next question is like, what about the student who has backlog and grade?
Yeah. So the students who have a backlog and end grade, the backlogs or end grade will surely affect your campus placements, right? Because for example, you got your backlog in your sixth semester, so you won't be allowed to sit in the placements in the seventh semester, right? So just make sure you don't have any backlog till your. If you have a backlog, then clear it before your sixth semester. Even if you have a backlog, again the same thing. Go for off campus. Show strong skills. Companies like startup and even many product-based companies, they focus less on the CGPA if you go on campus, if you go off campus, right?
Okay.
Like backlogs won't define your skills as such because they are just theoretical subjects or subjects that have been prescribed in the curriculum. But what companies actually want is strong BSA, development skills, your problem solving abilities. And if you don't have any of this, you can start with freelancing, open source contribution, because nowadays open source contributions are look very they look very impressive in your resume if you are actually contributing towards some social cause or towards a problem that is being ongoing, right?
Oh, nice.
And if they just ask you just to be very much honest, like because of so and so reason, I was having a backlog, but I'm trying to get it clear out. So it's just a honesty and a growth mindset. But try to, if you want, if you are actually targeting to sit for on campus, just try to clear all the backlogs and end it before sixth semester.
Oh, yeah. And next one is, yeah, the scope for AI engineer or data analyst. What do you think?
Yeah, so nowadays AI, ML, data scientists, data analysts, even the cybersecurity, DevOps, cloud, these are booming like anything. Like if you go nowadays, you might have seen there are many tools. You don't
Mm,
need to write any piece of code.
yeah.
You see GitHub Copilot. You are giving your requirements. It won't be that scalable or it won't be that massive as a project that we build, but it will give you a basic thing, like how it should look, how it should function and all. So already things are there. But cybersecurity, DevOps, data scientist is like currently at its peak. Like for a AIML, they can be like the person who love maths, LLM models.
Mhm.
They are good with Python. They should learn Python and all. Research papers are really good for them because nowadays there are many fields where AI ML, like many different types of cancers are being detected using different deep learning models or ML models that have been used currently. There are many research papers. For data analyst is kind of a easier for entry level, right? You need to have a good knowledge of SQL, Excel, Tabular, basics of Python, how the data is shown, as shown, and everything. Um, Web development, it's in demand, especially full stack roles. But still, that's what I'm saying. Like AIML is something currently, it's things have increased. Even together with AIML, DevOps has also increased.
Yeah.
So if a person coming, like students who will be graduating 2025, 2026, I would really suggest them to make a profile. They should have a full stack project as well, but they should make a profile around this technologies like AI, ML, DevOps,
Mm.
right? So cloud computing.
Yeah.
So this will help them to get their jobs easier because
Okay.
nowadays this all things are there in the market that are currently going on.
And we should build a project related to AI using AI.
Yeah, AI, ML, cloud computing, hosting them, DevOps and all.
Mm, nice. Nice. Last but not least, the question is, yeah, how can I get internship at Walmart? if I'm the sixth semester.
Getting an internship at Walmart if you are in a sixth semester.
Okay.
Right? Same, you should have a good project.
Mm.
Like intermediate logic building or coding things. Because if I tell my experience involved, like my experience when I was doing the Walmart thing, it was basically like there was a OA round, first round. There were two questions from easy to medium level of DSA questions,
Yeah.
and 10 questions was like overall what a computer science students actually study, like
Mm.
DBMS, computer networks, operating system, object-oriented programming, right? So you should have this like all the basic things, basic knowledge of this. DSA, you can, if you are working on lead code, then easy to medium level, right?
Okay.
Pretty much of this and good projects, good projects like what we have discussed, like it should be a wholesome of everything. You are on stack, you have hosted the thing on a cloud,
Mm.
you have created a CI/CD pipeline and everything. You know to have a system design ready for that, right? For my interview, the interviews are totally resume based.
Okay.
They will ask you for your, if you have an experience or internship, they will ask you about your internship. They will ask you about your projects, what are things you have done, why you have used a particular tech stack and not some other tech stack,
Mm.
what things you have used, what third-party API you are using. So this was first round, second round, third round, three technical rounds.
And for CGPA, sorry,
Even during
for internships, getting internship, there is no any criteria for CGPA, right?
if from college, then yeah, again it comes 8.5 plus,
Okay.
right? But again, getting an internship in off campus is much easier as compared to getting a full-time job in off campus
Oh.
because they are ready to give you a chance. They will give you a chance for 2 months,
Yeah.
and now the ball is in your court. You have to prove out that yeah, you are like much perfect for this job, and they will be more than happy to provide you a PPO.
Okay.
So if you are third year students and if you have a low CGPA, just go for off campus startups, companies, because giving internship is much easier for them
Mm.
than
That's
a full-time employment. Just prove there, get a PPO.
cool.
Right, so all the rounds were pretty much based on the resume. First round and second round, they asked me few DSA questions, right?
Yeah.
And you have to just write the logic pseudocode and like if time permits, you can write the entire code as well. That depends on you and the interviewer how he wants it. Um, High level design and database, maybe the SQL queries and all. So this was, matlab, it was not, I won't say it's a much difficult thing. If you have a DSA knowledge, problem solving abilities, and two good projects, and even no experience for your internship, 2 months internship, then it would help you out getting a internship at Walmart.
Okay. Cool. It was cool. And yeah, that was it for the day. And this will really helpful for the student who is currently preparing for placement. I'm 23 batch, so uh, I have like around 9 to 8 months, right? For
Yeah,
get
you have.
the placement. Right. So this will be really very helpful for the student who is 22 because they just started now for the placement. So and thank you so much for giving your best time here.
Yeah, I'm really happy that I'm able to talk over here. I'm able to tell what I actually feel, what all the mistakes I did in my campus life, I will actually able to deliver here, so that others who are listening to it or the people who actually see this, they don't do the same mistake, right? So thank you so much.
Yeah, that's why we started this sort of playlist on the YouTube. So how is it? The sort of series we are doing.
So actually, I see the first one, right?
Yeah.
It's like this.
अरे